Hi guys, welcome back to BarBS, the YouTube channel dedicated to all things the bar industry, including the good, the bad, and especially the bullshit. I'm your host, Alley Rehner, longtime bartender and bar manager based in LA, here to help you conquer the bar industry. In today's episode, I'm going to be giving you guys the top 5 tips on how to avoid bugs in your bar. Tip number 1, be sure to maintain a very clean environment. So that means that you are on top of taking care of all of the glassware, spills, exposed fruit, even like the chairs and the menus in the bar top being clean and free of sticky things and gross little messes. Pay special attention to hard to reach areas like around trash cans, especially like down below. A lot of times when people just throw things in the trash can, they kind of miss. So make sure that you're getting that back wall, all of the stuff that's under or near the trash can. This also means that you have to pay special attention to like dark and hidden areas, especially ones that are really, really moist. So I'm talking about sinks and faucets, things like that, where there's going to be a lot of water around there, but also people could be taking old drinks, old food, and dumping the old waste in that area. You want to make sure that all of that area is not sticky or dirty or foul smelling, because bugs are just going to love it there. So pay special attention to those areas. Number 2 is proper food storage. So that means ensuring that all of the containers at your bar are tightly covered or sealed. So some ways that you can seal them is using different pour spout covers. There's little ones, there's big ones. Some people will even use disposable cups if they want to, whatever works to make sure that your bottles are covered. So you want to make sure like that pour spout is completely sealed off so no bugs get in there. Same thing when it comes down to your beer taps. You want to make sure that those are properly covered, because otherwise you're going to get bugs flying up in there and making little homes, and that is completely disgusting. It's going to be a big problem for your bar. It's going to be basically an infestation after a certain amount of time, and that's something that we all want to avoid. So make sure that you are covering and sealing everything from the fruit caddy to the beer tap to the pour spouts on the bottles, so that there are no bugs diving into your drinks. Number 3 is keeping a regular garbage disposal. So that means that if you can, make sure that your dumpsters and anything like that is actually away from the building. It's gonna help a lot, because then rodents are definitely, for a fact, rodents are going to find your trash cans no matter what. But the good thing is that if it's away from the building, then you don't have the risk of them running from the trash can and then running into your establishment. Now, if you do have a building that has basically the dumpsters right up next to it and there's not much that you can do about that, just make sure that all of those doors that are nearby are shut at all times. I know it's going to be tempting to want to keep it open. Maybe it's hot, maybe it's cold, who knows? But honestly, it's the best thing to keep those doors closed so that there is no way that a rodent is just going to run right into your restaurant. Number 4 is fixing plumbing problems. So anywhere that has a lot of moisture is going to basically be inviting pests to come right in and have fun. So anywhere that there are leaky pipes, faucets, sinks, underneath the sink, anywhere that there's going to be moisture, make sure that you are keeping it super dry, but also make sure that there is regular maintenance and that there's somebody coming in, making sure that there's no leaks going on, making sure that everything is up to code, because you don't want to be inviting these pests to come out and cause a whole infestation. Honestly, I feel like one of the biggest things that I've noticed at bars that I've worked at in the past or places that I've gone to is that around the sink area or around the beer tap area, there's just so much moisture, and that moisture, those smells, it being kind of dirty, it can totally bring in fruit flies and gross ass houseflies and all types of different bugs that you don't want near your product or your customers or your fucking self. for that matter. So make sure that you guys are keeping it clean, keeping it dry, keeping it sanitized around these areas. Tip number 5 is having regular pest control. So that means that you call out a professional to come out to your bar or restaurant and take a look at everything that you guys are doing. Take a look at your bar area and even the kitchen and other areas that pests or rodents might end up trying to make a home, and having them set up traps. And I think honestly, a lot of traps you can get yourself as well. You don't always have to wait for a professional, but a lot of times the ones that the professionals have are just going to work a lot better than the standard trap that you can get from Home Depot. But I'm also going to clue you guys in on some traps that work really well before it even gets to a point where you need to call a professional. But if they do end up in your bar, one of the best ways to catch them is using one of those double-sided sticky tapes. There's different kinds that you can find online that you can stick to like a wall, or some people will even just like hang them from the ceiling and have both sides exposed. Some people put them next to their trash cans. I personally have seen that a lot of times at the bars that I've worked at. Another tip is to use one of those little contraptions that, I don't know if you guys have seen these online or maybe at the store, but they kind of look like little apples. And I want to say Glade makes this product. And basically you put the potion, I don't know how else to call it, but basically you have this liquid that you put inside the contraption that is going to attract the fruit flies. There's even some that you can make online. I've made this trap myself using a few different techniques. If you guys want to see some of the fruit traps that I recommend that you can make at home by yourself, let me know in the comments. But you can always buy this exact same thing online and you can refill it and trap even more, or you can toss the whole thing out and just buy a whole new set. Either way, it's really smart and it's actually really easy and simple for anybody to use. Another all-natural option that I think is great for any place, whether you are at home or at the bar, is to actually use live plants. So I know this might sound crazy, but I've tried this at bars myself, and I've used rosemary, basil, lavender. All of these plants have these natural oils and chemicals in them that basically ward off flies. I don't think they ward off everything like cockroaches and ants and stuff like that, but they are gonna kind of keep the flies and the mosquitoes away from you, which is totally a plus. So what I've done at my bar is cut fresh rosemary and put them in little containers all around the bar, especially in areas where you're going to get a lot of sunlight or a lot of wind coming back and forth. You're going to get a lot of that fragrance like moving about the room. But in all, I hope that you guys really enjoyed these tips. Let me know in the comments if they actually end up working out for you. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe all of our videos so that I can continue to give you guys amazing bar industry tips. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys on the next one. Cheers, bitches.